Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Karina and today I wanted to try something different. There's something I want to tell you. I love Starbucks drinks, but I don't like how sweet they are often. They're often packed with sugar and calories. In this video I'll show you how to make your favorite Starbucks drinks at home in a healthier way without losing the flavor. So let's jump right into it. I got my iPad here, which I've written down all the recipes for drinks with the help of ChatGPT to make them healthier. I thought, why not make them myself, like as a DIY? And this is the first time I've tried it myself, so if something goes wrong, don't be so hard on me. The first drink I've chosen is the Iced Shaken Espresso. The ingredients are listed here, and the first thing I've already done right now is make 2 shots espresso or very strong coffee. AI suggested that you can take vanilla extract, but I don't own it, so I tried to make this video like with all the ingredients you already have at home, so it will be easier to make it yourself. I got my ice cubes, which I just put out of the fridge so they don't melt. I need this here. You're gonna take your espresso, which I've brewed here very beautifully, and I need to pour it into my shaker. I hope this doesn't go wrong. So you can also make your espresso cold, but I just brewed it because I think the flavor is nicer, and also I don't need my coffee to be as cold. Then I got some crunchy, it's not cashew, but it's nut butter. And I think I'm just gonna take like the next thing you want to put in there is salt. This is optional, but you know, just a little bit. Then there's something I bought some time ago, and it's this sucker, and it's like erythritol. I don't know if I spelled it correctly, but this is not really sugar and it's still packed. I'm not gonna eat it, I just wanted to smell it, but I think maybe now you're gonna put some ice in there, and ChatGPT said that this is everything you're gonna need. I don't know how many ice cubes I should put in there, maybe 4? Maybe I'm just gonna put another spoon of this here and there. I'm so excited of how this will taste since I've never done this at home. And I chose recipes that are popular, but also I like. I'm just gonna shake it until it's creamy, it says here. Yeah, I just got my milk. I will just pour this foamy coffee. Wow, it smells very buttery. Well, this didn't look so delicious. Now, I'm not gonna make it full. It looks like this now. It doesn't look like the Starbucks drink, but let's taste it and see if ChatGPT is right about the recipe. As I said, I have no idea. Alright, the first taste test. Oh! I think I put in there too much of this nut butter. So you could take just one very, very small spoon. Yeah, I put too much in there, because I thought it will not be as strong, but it tastes good in its own way. And it's not sweet. Like, even as I put this not sugar in there, it's still, it has its own flavor. I can't even put it in words. but I think I will rate it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Since it's not, maybe I did a mistake, it doesn't taste like this iced shaken espresso. I said creme brulee, I didn't even do the brulee thing. Yeah, you could make it brulee, but I didn't. Next recipe I'm very excited about, since I'll make my own pumpkin spice latte. That's why I put my spices here in this glass. The first thing we'll do is mix our own pumpkin spice. Therefore, I got these. First, wanna take 3 tablespoons of cinnamon. Oh no! Well, you want 2 teaspoons of ginger. This is something I didn't have at home, so maybe you should buy it. You can take more ginger if you want. If you want it more like spicy. I didn't have ground cloves, so I'll put some of allspice in there. Just a little, you know, and I'm gonna do it like... Did you know that Starbucks invented the pumpkin spice latte back in 2003? That's like a long time ago. This is ready for a pumpkin spice latte, and I think I'm gonna put it in my glass. First of all, I need 1 shot of espresso. To my pumpkin puree, I'm adding 150 milliliters of milk. And we're getting there. From our self-made pumpkin spice mix, you want to take, I believe, 1. I'm gonna take 1 teaspoon. And you want to put in some salt and maybe like sugar. And now I'm just gonna heat it up and mix it. Maybe I should put in there more of the pumpkin puree. Look at this creaminess of coffee. I just stirred all my pumpkin stuff, like spice mix and pumpkin puree together. And I put more of the pumpkin spice mix in there than I should have. So if you put less than 1 teaspoon, like 1.5, I should put in there, and I mistakenly put more in it, but I think it's not a bummer. And you want to heat up some milk. I forgot it. I got my milk and I made it foamy with my machine. The warm pumpkin milk. Oh my god, this is scary. Last but not least, my milk. Ooh, wow. That looks crazy, actually. Take your spicy mix and put just a little bit on top of it. Oh, well. This just looks better than Starbucks. And I'm very excited how it will taste. Oh wow, this is actually really good. It tastes better than any pumpkin spice latte I've ever drunken. It's a little too much cinnamon. If you stir it, then... And I think heating up the pumpkin puree really helps, like, getting more of the flavor. But I think you could put more of the pumpkin puree in there. Then it would be more orange, because I put more of the pumpkin spice mix in there. But the good thing is that it doesn't taste sweet. And that's exactly what I wanted. So I think this will get 4.5 out of 5 stars. Out of 5 leaves. You should definitely try this at home and tell me what you think. Let's move on to the last drink, which is a healthy matcha latte. I'm happy that this is not a coffee drink because I think I've had too many coffees. This one is actually good. I got this matcha Midori. Apparently it's very high quality. You want to put your whisker in hot water to make it like more, you know, whiskey. You want to make the whisker smoother, so you put it in hot water. I heard somewhere. You want to take 1 teaspoon of matcha powder. You sift the powder, and of course you can make it as a hot or cold version, but I'm gonna make it a hot version. And it's not really, yeah, spooky. Very spooky. I don't know, are you team coffee or team matcha? Maybe you can comment down below. I like both. I also like tea. I drink everything. Put hot water, but just a little in there. Well, this looks amazing. And you want to whisk it until it's frothy. I just can't get it like more frothy, but maybe that's already enough. I think I'll just leave it like that. Maybe if you are a matcha expert, you can tell me what I'm doing wrong. Before I put in there more water, I will make some milk foam, but this time I will make it with oat milk. I got my milk in the glass. Now I wanna put more water. I'm gonna try it with one hand. This is what we've got. And I've never done matcha latte with like oat milk. Okay. But you see how green it is. I'm thinking if I took too much of the matcha powder. I feel like in this video I put too much of some things in the drinks and then they turn out weirdly. I don't know if I like this. Like at all. From like all the matcha lattes I've made, I think it's better now. I've never done it with oat milk, so maybe that's the point, because I always used like cow milk, and this really tastes differently. And yeah, or I used too much of the matcha powder, but I don't think so. I think this was the worst drink of all of them. So these are all the drinks I made, and I think I will rate the matcha drink like maybe 2 out of 5 leaves, because it's not really my thing. But I believe it's just because of the oat milk, because with normal milk I would have liked it better. Then we got the self-made pumpkin spice latte with the self-made pumpkin spice mix, which is still the better version of any pumpkin spice I've ever drank, because it's pumpkin and spicy, but it's not that sweet, and I don't like the overloaded sugar. And the first drink, the Iced Shaken Espresso, but I made it with normal milk, because usually you can get it with oat milk at Starbucks. I believe these are my favorites of this video. I didn't try as many, but I didn't want to get coffee overloaded. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, or watch any of the other videos you find on my channel and tell me which recipe you maybe want to try yourself at home, maybe which one's your favorite, and I see you in the next video. Bye! And I gotta clean this up.